guys, welcome back to my channel. It is the Tarra official, and y'all already know what it is. We are back with another video, and yes, as y'all can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be touching base on the Laina and Nique drama that's been going all over social media. I know y'all been seeing it, I've been seeing it. I normally don't comment on influencer drama or anything, but y'all, this situation kind of like resonates with me in a way, but not to the extent of as far as Nique and Laina like themselves. So that's kind of why I wanted to touch base on this, just give my input. This is just my input on it, but I think about the situation from both sides and looking at it from my side as a single mom. I'm just looking at it from that standpoint, what I think about it from Nique's side and what I think about it from Laina's side. King, he just don't matter. He reminds me so much of my son's dad, but of course that's neither here nor there. But let's get into this topic, y'all. So first and foremost, I've been seeing the videos back and forth between Nique and Laina. It's kind of been drawn out. I won't say drawn out so much, because I feel like Nique reminds me so much of myself. She takes so much. She is quiet when stuff is being done to her. She takes so much from her son's dad, from King. She puts up with so much for the sake of her son, and that reminds me a lot of myself about the things that I've done. I've tried to fight for my son. I've been quiet during a lot of things. Y'all know I did a story time on that. I've been quiet about a lot of things, and Nique kind of remind me of myself in that sense. And just looking at the situation from both sides, I personally am Team Nique, because I just feel like as a mom, you have to do what you feel is best for your child. And sometimes, yeah, we do want that bond, not so much as the bond with us and the child's father, but you want to be able to co-parent effectively without all the drama. And I just feel like Nique has finally gotten to a point where she's putting her foot down. She's standing on business about everything. She don't care what nobody's saying. I ain't gonna cuss y'all because I'm in my prayer closet. She don't care about what nobody's saying. She don't care about how Laina and King think about anything. Like, she doing her. She's speaking her truth. She doing the D thing. She doing it. She doing what she's supposed to do and what she needs to do to stand up for herself. And I feel like a lot of single moms need to be like that. And although I know she does have a partner and everything, but I feel like as moms, we do need to advocate for our children, and not just for our children, but for ourselves as well. Because like myself, I'm a single mom, and I did try to advocate for a lot of things for my son. I tried to advocate for that bond with my son's dad. I tried to advocate with the relationship with my son's wife and their children for the sake of my son, because their kids and my son are siblings. But it's like at some point, you know, you do have to look at things like, well, why keep beating the dead horse? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like in a situation with Nique and Laina, Nique is tired of beating the dead horse. So therefore, Nique has stepped out, and she is now defending herself against everything that's being said, everything that's been thrown at her, that Laina's been saying. And I love that for her. I really do. I wish I could be more like that. But, you know, we not talking about that. As for Laina, I feel like Laina is bitter. Did I just call her Laina? I feel like Laina is bitter, and I say that Laina is bitter because I do feel like she's jealous of Nique. And if she's not jealous of Nique, then hey, but from the outside looking in, she's jealous of Nique. I feel like she may be one of those people who feel like she's with somebody now, and she might have those thoughts in the back of her head, like, maybe what if he still mess with his baby mama. I feel like she kind of feel like that he may still talk to Nique on a different level than just them co-parenting. I feel like Laina is bitter because she wants to portray to be the person that she really isn't. I seen the video where she was responding to something Nique said, and she was like, she tried to make it comfortable for Kaiser when he came to Thailand, and she washed his clothes and this and that. It's like, Laina, that's the stuff that you're supposed to do as a stepmom, as a mom in general. Those are the things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wash clothes. You're supposed to cook. You're supposed to provide. You're supposed to do all this other stuff as a mom and as a woman. You don't say, oh, I did this, I did that. Like, that's the bare minimum stuff. That's the stuff that you're supposed to do anyway. And you're making it seem like it's supposed to be a privilege that he's getting his clothes washed by you or he's getting fed by you. And then the video I watched where Nique had to end up going to Thailand to get Kaiser, I felt like that was wrong. I felt like she shouldn't have had to fly 24 hours to go get Kaiser from Thailand when it was already arrangements between her and King for him to come up there. And he wanted her to come get him after a week if she wanted him to come back. But hey, if he stayed 2 weeks, I'll send him back home. So she let him stay another week so that he can have him flown back home, or have her fly to come get him. However the arrangement was, they made that agreement, but it did not work like that. And I feel like he was wrong for having her come all the way out there to get Kaiser. Not only that, you don't want to give this woman her child. You don't want her to speak to her son. She was trying to get in touch with Laina acting like it was a whole different situation. You done blocked Nique from trying to talk to her child. She ain't talked to her child 2 or 3 days. You claiming like you blocked Nique because it was drama. It was not drama. This lady trying to see her child. And I get Nique. Like, I understand how she felt in that video when she was crying when she got off that plane, y'all. I understand how Nique feel. Not saying that I went through this. I feel like as a mom, when you're trying to hold things together, you're trying to keep things together and keep things in for the sake of your child, you know, you just reach a breaking point when you got to deal with narcissism, when you got to deal with lies, you got to deal with drama, or the father's other partner only doing so much, or they feeling like they supposed to do this or do that to try to make everything look like it's good. Like, I understand that part, you know, and I feel for Nique on that. And so I'm always team Nique. Like, yeah, I've been seeing in, you know, on social media the shots that Laina throw at Nique. Like, Nique just had a few little minor things done to her face. Like she said, it was free. She was doing it for something. But right after she did that, then here come Laina talking about, oh, well, I like my natural beauty or something. She said, like, you trying to throw shots about being natural because Nique got this stuff done, not knowing this could have been something, like Nique said, it's something that she wanted to do anyway. She wanted to get the bridge of her nose fixed because she had that dip in her nose, you know, but it was free, so she got it done. So it's like, why all of a sudden now when Nique get this done in her face, you got something to say? You want to come out, oh, I love my natural. Like, okay, then you stay in your natural bubble and you let other people who want to do stuff to uplift themselves, let them do them, and you just stay in your natural bubble. Like, why do you have to throw shade every time Nique does something? And I watched another video today where they were showing like the comparisons of how Laina tries to throw shade at Nique, but then she turns around and does the same thing Nique does, like with the whole camera situation. Nique was talking about the type of camera that she wanted to buy. Then they flipped to a video of Laina talking about she wanted to get a camera, and Nique did a video about wanting to go get her veneers, I think, porcelain veneers. Then Laina did a video about wanting to go get porcelain veneers. It's like you throw shots and you throw stones and hide your hand, but you want to be like this girl. Like, you want to be like her. And I just feel like Laina is bitter. I feel like King is bitter too. I feel like King is narcissistic. I feel like King is controlling. And by controlling, I mean, as far as with the child, when he gets the child, he uses that child as a way to control the situation or the narrative in that moment, because he feel like, once I got Kaiser, I control this. So don't let them move when it comes to Kaiser if it's not for me. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like he tries to control the situation when it comes to the child. And I just feel like he is condoning the stuff that Laina is doing. I feel like they both is condoning each other's BS, basically. I feel like they both are enabling each other, and they made for each other. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I feel like King and Laina are both, I feel like they both enabling each other in the BS. And I feel like, and I don't blame Nique, like, as long as y'all keep responding to me, as long as y'all keep throwing shots, as long as y'all keep doing this, I'm gonna keep making my videos. I'm gonna keep making my coin off y'all, because y'all not to be out here putting my name in blogs and doing all this stuff for free. I'm gonna get my coin off of it. And I like the fact that Nique did turn the channel that her and King had together as a channel for her and Kaiser. Like, I love it. I do love it. And it could be an idea that I might try to do one of these days, but I do love it. But yeah, like, I don't want to make this video so long to drawn out, but I just wanted to come and speak on it because I get where Nique is coming from. Like, she been quiet for so long. She been, you know, taking so much stuff. She been dealing with stuff. She been dealing with King's narcissistic ways. She been trying to be a peacemaker in the situation. She kind of like do what she got to do for the sake of her son, even if it means putting up with King's BS. Like, she got to do that for the sake of her son. And I feel that because I've done it. Like, I've held my tongue in situations with my son's dad, or trying to keep from saying stuff out of the way, or trying to keep from making him mad, because in his spiteful little mind, if you piss me off, then I'm not gonna have nothing to do with him, which he don't do it anyway. But like, stuff like that, like, I understand where Nique is coming from. Honestly, I think King kind of misses Nique, and I feel like he put himself in a situation where he with somebody else and he got to do what he got to do to please her. But by pleasing Laina, that means let me treat Nique like a piece of, like, let me treat Nique like this, so I can portray like I'm happy with my other situation. Y'all, I promise to God, I feel like this is what my son's dad does to me. And when I say I feel like my son's dad does the same thing to me, I mean in the sense of, I know in that story time I told y'all I didn't know he was married. I found out he was married after I got pregnant and he dipped out. Then I found out he was pregnant when I did my little investigation. But I feel like he does the same thing with me. I feel like he know that he effed over me. He lied, he effed over me, so he know he can't come back this way ever again in life. And I feel like he chose to stay in his marriage. They both chose to stay with each other. He know that in his heart he not happy over there with her or whatever. And I feel like he's in a situation where he feel like, well, I gotta stay. Like, I gotta deal with this. I gotta put up with this, or I gotta, you know, make my wife happy. But in the midst of me making my wife happy because I went out and got a child on her, let me treat let me treat my child like he don't exist, or let me treat my baby mama like she a piece of S that I walk on the ground and step on and go take in the backyard and spray my shoe off in the grass. Like, I feel like that's the same way that King is treating Nique. I feel like he might be happy with Laina, but I feel like at the end of the day, he may be in a situation where he trying to do what he got to do to make Laina happy, and by making Laina happy, he's condoning the stuff that she's doing. He's condoning her throwing rocks, hiding her hand, and the same thing that he's doing. Like, they're both playing off each other. They're doing the same thing that the other one is doing, and they're doing it towards Nique, because in King's mind, let me keep Laina happy, but in the midst of me keeping Laina happy, I'm gonna treat Nique like this. I'm gonna treat Kaiser like this, you know. And from what I've seen, he's active in his son's life, but I just feel like he's not as active as he should be. But he's active. I give him that, because my son's dad is not active at all. He don't do nothing but pay that money on, and he think whatever. But I just feel like, that's why I said I feel like I'm on Nique's side of this, because I feel where she coming from, because I feel some of the stuff that she's going through. But yeah, this is getting long, but that's just my take on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the situation. Like I said, I never really speak on influencer drama and stuff like that, but I just had to speak on this because I can relate to a lot of things that Nique is going through with Laina and King. Not saying that nobody is, you know, doing me like that, but just some of the stuff as far as my son's dad, I had experienced a lot of. But yeah, guys. So guys, if you have stayed to the end of this video, thank you so much for tuning in. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video, help push me out. And guys, I'm trying to stay consistent with y'all because I'm kid free this week. I go pick my son up Sunday, so I'm trying to get this content out to y'all. Y'all see, I've been being consistent. See, yeah. But yes, that is the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.